5 mistakes are made by builder when they're buying an infill lot. Do you want to know? It's Mani Bagga with the Bagga Team from Royal LePage Noralta.
And this is Dil from the Bagga Team at Royal LePage Noralta.
Let's talk what those 5 mistakes are when a builder buy an infill lot. So Dil, you did a numerous transaction in infill. You know every nicks and cranny about the infills. So let's jot it down. What is a mistake number 1 builder make?
So when a builder or anybody's looking to buy an infill, the first mistake people make is the lot size.
Okay.
It's a norm you can call in the market. It's called 50 by 150. Everybody's looking for 50 by 150. Half the people doesn't even know why they want a 50 by 150 lot. So today we're here to explain what's the lot, how the lot matters when buying an infill property.
So it means every 50 by 150 is not entitled to have a side-by-side duplex?
No, it's 50 by 150 is the ideal lot to have, but that doesn't mean that's the only lot you want.
Okay.
I encountered multiple people last year. The only thing they were looking for was 50 by 150. If it's 145, they don't want it. If it's 140, they don't want it. So I'm here to answer some questions on the lot size. Yes, 50 by 150 is an ideal lot.
Okay.
You have a good backyard, you have a good 25 pocket lot each, you can do 2 skinnies on it.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be 150.
Okay.
It could be 51 by 145.
Okay.
It could be 140. If we have a really great location, you could be even okay with 50 by 137 because the only thing you're losing is the backyard a little. When you're in a premium location, people want to pay you good dollars. You don't care about losing those 5-7 feet of backyard when you're giving them the premium location for the worst price. Same thing, if people are looking for 50 by 150, I had a client there, they were getting a lot for 58 by 150, but they didn't want it to do it because they said it was expensive. If you have a 58 by 150 lot, 58 by 140, or 56 by 140, what we can do for you is, rather than doing 2 detached skinnies, we can do 2 double attached garage homes on it. You pay $20,000 extra for the lot, but the return is crazy on that one. So very careful when you're buying a lot. It does not have to be only 50 by 150. It could be different sizes for duplexes, different for fourplexes. It could be anything, but it does not only have to be 50 by 150.
Fantastic. So I have one small question. So think somebody bought it for 42 feet by 135. What has happened at that?
So if you get a 42 by 142 by anything, let's say it, there's unfortunately nothing you can do on the lot. The best case scenario on that one is front and back duplexes, not side by side duplexes, one at the front and one at the back, which easier to sell at the front, but the people get stuck at the back one because nobody wants to buy the back one. So you may be able to get a lot cheaper for $50,000-$60,000. The only reason that is because it's the lot value is less because its future is not that great. Same thing if you get a 46 by lot, 46 by 140, 46 by 150, you can do side-by-side duplexes on it. Now, the lot value goes up a little because you're going from front and back to side-by-side. So you could be paying $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 more than the last lot. Now, if you jump onto 50 by 150, it's single family lot. Just for every builder to know, to build 2 skinnies, you have to have a minimum of 50 feet frontage. That is non-negotiable on building the front garage on 2 skinnies. Length is negotiable, the front garages are not. So if you go to 50 by 150, 50 by 140, the prices go even higher because now you have a more premium project. So you have different timelines. Some people, they choose to go with the bottom lot, cheaper to do a thing, but they get stuck, which is the number 1 mistake they make.
Wow, so the lot size matter. All the builders, please listen carefully. Stay at the very end. You will find out which 4 other mistakes you are going to make. So what is a mistake number 2?
The number 2 mistake that people make is the zoning. Zoning means how many homes you can put that in one lot. Because as you know, for infills, the property we buy had 1 lot in the past on it. So from 1 lot, we're going to build a skinny, 2 skinnies, a triplex, a fourplex, or an apartment building on it. So there's different things you can do with one set of lot, but it all depends what zoning it is. People, they buy a lot, especially a corner lot, which is RF1 zoning, which is for single family homes, and they wanted to do a fourplex on it, and they buy it, but at the end when they go to the city and run the numbers, it's not zoned RF3 for the duplexes, and city rejects their permit because it's not zoning. And if they try to get the property rezoned for that, they might get declined because it's based on the parking regulations of the area, whatever, if there's any regulation in that area for parking, or if there's a community in the neighborhood that's avoiding building fourplexes on it. So it's very careful. If you get your ideal lot, make sure you check the zoning and consult what can you get in that zoning.
Wow, can you imagine you bought a lot for freaking $300,000 and tomorrow you cannot build anything? Hey, builders, that's a mistake number 2. So let's talk about a mistake number 3.
So, and that's a mistake a lot of people make in on and off is the location. Location matters a lot when you're doing an infill because you're giving a product of 800 to a million or 700,000 where every else home is $400,000 or $500,000. You have to be very precise on location. Location means, are you want to be on the main road? Is somebody's going to pay you 800,000 and being on the main road? Nobody's going to pay you $800. If somebody's going to pay you $700,000 and you have a fire hydrant right in front of the parking, they can't even park at the front. So no, your price is going to go drop down. Do you want to park at the corner lot? No, because at the corner, you're going to have more setbacks at the property. So you have to be very careful what kind of location you're choosing when you're buying an infill lot. Is it across the park? Perfect, you want to be in that area. Is it right across from commercial? No, you maybe want to avoid something right across from commercial because it's going to have more unwanted traffic in your area.
Wow. Can you believe it? Location sells everything. That is a third bigger mistake you builders are making. So let's stick with the 2 more mistakes you guys are making when you're buying infill lots. So what is a mistake number 4?
So number 4 mistakes I'll see is something is a big driving factor because number 4 I'll tell you what it is. It's the area or the neighborhood you're doing an infill is. So a lot of new builders, they start with a lower budget and they want to be in their budget when they're doing an infill. So they do decide to go in an area where they can find a cheaper lot to do the same product. But the problem with that is you cannot sell the property on time or at that price you're wanting to. Yes, I agree. You can buy the same lot in that area for $150,000 cheaper. You can get some cheap finishings done in the property, but your end product, you're never going to be able to sell it. Or you sell it in after a year's delay and then whole year you're stressed about that. When you're doing an infill, especially in Edmonton as of now, if you're looking at Bonnie area, is very prime. Holyrood, Pleasant View, Glenora, Grosvenor, that's are the 5-6 prime areas you want to be in that infill. If you do get a lot, any other area, talk to us and we can consult you. It's worth it or not, but try to stick in those areas because that's the location where it's sorted out older communities and people want to live in that, and they were like grew up and everything like that. If you go communities that are a little like further away from downtown, that's people trying to think like, hey, maybe if you want to go that way, maybe I'll just buy on the south side of Edmonton, or maybe I'll just go to west side and then I'll come to work. Why want to pay $800,000 living around old houses? So area matters a lot. Pay more, but get the preferred or better area.
Here we go. That is the mistake number 4. Area matter. All builders, guys, very careful. This matter to you. So do not buy any lot where you don't think so that's a property can sell. Cheap is not always good. You need to pay premium to get premium price. Okay, so what is our mistake number 5?
Mistake number 5 is a lot of other people make is not hiring a professional in the case. Infills is a very sensitive, is a very new area to a lot of people here. And just from hearing, just because your friends are building an infill or you know somebody who's building an infill doesn't mean that you know everything about the infill. Manny has 20 years of experience working in the industry. I have been working in this industry in infills last year, completed with builders. We know what's gonna sell, where it's gonna sell, what kind of product you need. You could get a perfect size of lot, and the kind of product you build on the top, you may ruin on that one and it's never gonna sell. People who pay cheaper on the lots, spend too much money on building and then they lose money on that as well. That's why hire a professional will tell you what area you wanna buy, what zoning is it at the property, what location it is there anything benefits or bad about the location. And for the money, we'll tell you, hey, you need to spend this much money and we'll give you this much outfit. Maybe you can save money on this or save money on this so that at the end of the day, you can rely everything on us and we'll give you the best better product for you.
So professionals' opinion matter. Builders, wake up. I wanted to let you know, do not save $5,000 or $10,000. That professional who is working hands-on with you kind of guides you so you can buy the best lot for your investment. That is your close to $800,000 investment to get $150,000 out. So that was the 5 mistakes all builders are making. Hopefully, this message is conveyed to all the people who are dreaming or they are looking to be in infill. If you guys have any question related to any infill matter, it doesn't matter, you just only buying by owner or buying any other lot, give a call to Dil. So Dil, where are they going to contact you?
If you guys have any questions about the infills or if you want to just get a more general information and you want to start in future, do give me a call at 780-301-0101. for all the active builders that are actually in the market right now, I have some good news for you. I have multiple lots available. You can do skinnies, you can do duplexes. If you're wanting to do apartments, you want to do a strip mall, I have lots available of all kinds for you guys. So give me a call at 780-301-0101 and we'll find something for you.
Fantastic. So hopefully this video will be helpful for you so you don't make these mistakes. And we want you to grow. We want you to be successful. That is the Bagga Team's #1 priority is. If you think this video is valuable, somebody can have a benefit out of that, please share right now. And before you go, hey, that bell button and subscribe is very important. So all those brand new videos every week we are recording with our rock stars come in your mailbox right away. So before you leave, go hit that button. That is very important. And also your thumbs up, your like, your comments are very important because that's gonna encourage us so you can produce more content who can help you and grow your life. So thank you so much. Next week, I'll bring you my next rock star for you. Stay tuned, stay blessed.